Peter Barry's lifelong dedication to the wine industry in the Clare Valley region is unparalleled. From cultivating grapes to promoting Jim Barry wines globally, his leadership, spanning 4 terms as chair of the CVWI, has propelled the industry forward. Peter's tireless advocacy, extensive travel and pioneering efforts, including introducing new grape varieties like Assyrtiko to Australia, underscore his commitment to innovation and sustainability, ensuring a lasting legacy for future generations in the Clare Valley.
Well, it's a wonderful reward or an accolade. It's the only organisation that I've been part of in my entire life is the Clare Valley Winemakers. I was 24, I suppose, 23, 24, became the chairman of the winemakers because I suppose I had a bit of energy, a few ideas, so I was nominated as chairman. I did 4 years then and had a few years off sitting on the committee. Then I did another 4 years as chairman a bit later on, and then I stepped off out of the, it's time for somebody else, there's always time for somebody else, new ideas. But they were really inspirational times, those early days. Half a dozen winemakers sitting down and saying, how can we tell the story to the world? What's our story? What's our song sheet? It was a great team of people. It wasn't a lengthy discussion. We said, no, let's do it. That's the right way for Clare to go. So it was like-minded people and friends. So yeah, no, I think we all did very well. I think we've done very well looking at how Clare's perceived in the world today. So I did my first export trip in '83. Really, it was really quite pioneering to be travelling around the world looking for export markets. So I focused on the UK and New Zealand. So they were my 2 focuses. And then of course we morphed into 20 countries today. But there was not much wine being sold around the world. It was Lindemans and Penfolds and Wolf Blass, and that was about what you saw in the UK. And they were big brands, but they weren't small brands like from Clare. First thing you had to do was educate people where Clare was, what Clare was, why was Clare different. So you had to tell that story, and then you showed your wine. So it was, it was talking to people who had no idea where Clare was. So my first business cards had a map printed of Australia on them and showed them exactly where Clare was in relation to the Barossa, in relation to Adelaide, in relation to Ayers Rock, the Great Barrier Reef, Sydney. People just didn't know. Clare wasn't a brand around the world. The most important thing is what's in the bottle. You have to have quality in the bottle, and that's the most important thing. That's what people remember you by. So otherwise you're just selling a commodity. If people don't think that your wine tastes different, it's a really good expression of the variety, the style that you're making. That's the most important thing. It still is today.